Hi, everyone. I'm Nicole Huckabee, and welcome to Conversations with Nicole. In this episode of Conversations with Nicole, we feature Jennifer Adolfie of Nick's Snack Pack. This nonprofit gives boxes of certified gluten-free snacks to kids with celiac disease. It's inspired by Jennifer's son, Nick, who was diagnosed with celiac disease when he turned 3 years old. Since then, Jennifer has navigated the gluten-free lifestyle and started Nick's Snack Pack as a way to put a positive spin on her son's diagnosis. I hope you enjoy our conversation, and of course, to learn more about Nick's Snack Pack, just visit nickssnackpack.com. Let's get started. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Nicole. I am delighted to have as my guest today Jennifer Adolfie. She is the founder of Nick's Snack Pack. Jennifer, thank you so much for being my guest today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm excited to learn more about Nick's Snack Pack. I shared with my viewers earlier a little bit about how it got started, but it's all about your son. So talk me through the process of how Nick's Snack Pack came about.
Yeah, well, my son, Nick, he was diagnosed with celiac disease when he turned 3 years old. And as you can imagine, that's something you never want to hear as a parent, that your child was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. So for anyone who doesn't know what celiac disease is, it's an autoimmune disorder where the ingestion of gluten causes the body to attack the small intestine disorder, but it can be managed by a strict gluten-free diet. And so for the past 4 years, we've been navigating the strict gluten-free diet lifestyle, and he's done great. He is thriving and happy and healthy, and we're so lucky. But, it does come with its challenges. Sure. He's 7 years old now, and it's a time where he's developing so much socially, and there's a lot of social food-related situations that he's been running into with school and friends' houses and birthday parties. So we just had this idea this past July to try to put a positive spin on his diagnosis and help other children who have celiac disease.
And that's where Nick's Snack Pack came from, right?
Yeah. So what Nick's Snack Pack is, we're a nonprofit corporation that sends boxes full of certified gluten-free snacks to other children who have been diagnosed with celiac disease. I have a box actually right here.
Oh, great. Perfect.
Yeah, and they're filled with all different snacks, so chips, crackers, cookies, bars, and they're all certified gluten-free. We mail these at no cost to the recipient, and we're mailing all across the country. And our main goal with Nick's Snack Pack is just bring joy to other children who have celiac disease, just like Nick.
I love that. I love when you can take a situation that seems difficult, dire, and not knowing what to do, and you put the positive spin on it. I would like to go back just for a second and talk a little bit more about celiac disease and why it is something that can be a serious health issue for children if it isn't diagnosed properly and isn't maintained so that they get the proper nutrition. It really has to do with nutrition as they are growing boys and girls at an early age getting diagnosed with this. Do you mind sharing a little bit more about the disease and why it's important that you're maintaining good health and getting proper nutrition, which is where Nick's Snack Pack does help with that?
Yeah, of course. So like you said, it is very serious. So when the body attacks the small intestine, it attacks the villi, which are these little finger-like substance in your intestines, and that's what absorbs nutrients. So like you said, people who have celiac disease who are eating gluten, it's wearing down their villi and they aren't able to absorb nutrients like everyone else. So it leads to very serious complications and even increases the risk of cancer if it goes undiagnosed for a long period of time. And celiac disease is actually one of the most, and it's just, there's so many different symptoms, and it really can vary based on your age even, what your symptoms could be like. So doctors a lot of times don't even know to test for celiac disease. So we're seeing it more often, and I think that's a good thing that we're trying to spread awareness. It seems like there's a lot more organizations out there trying to spread awareness so that we can help not only children but adults who have lived with this for a long time and just don't realize they have it, help them get diagnosed and get on the right track.
So you mentioned symptoms. What were Nick's symptoms? What led you to say something's not right, we need to have him tested, or we need more medical help? Walk me through what happened there.
Yeah, so getting him officially diagnosed and figuring out what was going on was very difficult. Someone once compared it to having a bunch of puzzle pieces and not knowing if all of these pieces were even a part of the same puzzle. That's how I felt. It was all of these different symptoms that we didn't know were all related to celiac disease, because they showed up between year 2 and 3 all on their own. So the first symptoms were he started to get anemic, so he had iron deficiency. He slowly became less energetic, more reclusive, was not playing with friends at school, wasn't playing with his cousins, would rather just be in my arms. And then he started to have some gastrointestinal issues. He was very gassy, started to lose weight everywhere else, but his belly got very distended. So yeah, you kind of see pictures of children in third world countries who are malnourished, and that's kind of what he ended up looking like at the end of the year. And I look back at pictures of him when he turned 3, and looking back on it, it's like, how could we, you think, how did we not know something was wrong? But it's just of a year. And that's what makes it very challenging for people to actually get diagnosed at the end of the day.
That's great information to share as to how his disease was. So now I assume that you got the diagnosis, you're able to give him what he needs so he can grow and thrive and be out playing again.
Yep. Yeah, and that's a journey in itself, finding gluten-free food and snacks that children like, because I know that you have children, and children can be very picky in what they eat.
Yes.
And to find alternatives that children actually enjoy is difficult. And then also gluten-free food is very expensive.
Yes.
So it's challenging, financially, to try new products because you don't know if they're going to take one bite and not like it, and then you spend $10 on a box of, 5 bars that they're just not going to eat.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that these specialty foods are more expensive. I just don't understand that. It seems so unfair, which is why Nick's Snack Pack is so valuable and so needed among parents like you and that are trying to give their kids, options that they will eat. So tell me understand how you come about. You raise money and you buy the snacks yourself. I mean, how does it work?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So we get about half of our products from companies who produce certified gluten-free snacks. We've reached out to probably over 50 companies just to explain what we're doing, explain our mission, and see if they would be willing to help us by donating product to include in our snack packs. And in turn, we're helping them by getting a sample of their product to potential customers countrywide. So about half of our products in the snack packs right now are graciously donated by companies that have partnered with us. And then we do purchase the rest of the snacks that happen to be some of Nick's favorite snacks we like to include. And we mail them out, and we, like I said earlier, we ship them at no cost to the recipient. We want everyone to have equal access to Nick's Snack Pack no matter what their financial situation is. So it can be quite costly to mail out every snack pack. So we rely on donations from anyone who feels inspired by our mission to help us cover the cost of the snack packs and mailing them out to everyone.
That's wonderful. So how can people help you if they want to donate?
Yeah, if you feel inspired by our mission, you can go to our website at www.nicksnackpack.com, and there is a link where you can donate. And if you don't have the means to donate, we would welcome any support by spreading the word about Nick's Snack Pack, because you never know who you know has celiac disease and whose family has been affected by it. So we want to reach every child who has celiac disease. That's definitely our mission. And so just spreading the word and following us on social media would be very helpful as well.
Absolutely. So what's been the reaction when you sent out the snack packs from the parents and the children? The feedback?
Oh my gosh, that is the best part. The reaction has been very favorable. We receive pictures from happy children with their snack packs. Nick receives handwritten letters from these children, and we've received some videos, and then I received so many messages from parents who just are so appreciative to have strangers send them their child a surprise from someone that they don't know, just to let them know that they're not alone in having celiac disease, that there's other kids out there who have it as well, and people care about them. So just the messages that I receive from parents just make me tear up every time, because it's something that I never realized that I needed. I get to connect with these parents who are in the same exact boat and going through the same struggles. So the feedback has been amazing, and it just motivates us to want to continue doing this for a long time.
I love that. Isn't it amazing how a community of people coming together can really strengthen us all? It strengthens them in how you are trying to navigate through helping Nick with celiac disease. And they're also getting strength, and it's comforting, and it's just knowing you're not alone in this journey. People are being seen, people are being heard and cared for. And really, that's what just makes the world such a better place. So I can imagine how heartwarming that is for you and Nick and your family. So one final question. How is Nick doing today?
Yeah, he's great. He's been loving Nick's Snack Pack. He was a little hesitant about having his face on the logo at first, but that now he secretly loves it. He loves all the pictures and the letters that he gets, and it just makes him feel special, and it's teaching him that he can help other people. So.
And he's healthy and thriving, and now that you figured out what was going on, he's doing much better, correct?
Yes, he is. And honestly, it's kind of a blessing that he was diagnosed so early, because I think he doesn't even know what he's missing out on with non-gluten-free food. So he is happy and thriving, and we couldn't ask for anything more.
That's wonderful. Well, I want to thank you for being my guest today and for sharing all about Nick's Snack Pack. It's wonderful to see how you took a situation that could have, that was not positive in the beginning and turned it into a positive one and helping others. And I love that. So thank you so much. Folks can go to nicksnackpack.com to learn more about it and, of course, to support you. Jennifer, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And that will do it for this edition of Conversations with Nicole. Until I see you again, I hope you have a great day.